Welcome everybody to Game 2 of 4 as we're here at the Team Atlantic Summer Camp Tryouts here at Antigonish, Nova Scotia, Charles V. Keating Center on St. FX campus. My name is Mason Denike here of High Button Sports. As it was a bit of a lopsided affair last night if you tuned into that one. 9-1 was the final score for Team Grey. And if you're watching for the first time, you're probably wondering why is Team Red already have a goal on your top left of your screen. Well, that's because for these specific tournament games here, I shouldn't say tournament, this mini-series games, they award a first goal to the winner of the off-ice team builder activity. Not sure what it was today, but I overheard them talking about it in the meal hall. Team Red got the victory in that, so they will have their first lead of the mini-series. As we're just about set to get underway here. Starting for Team Red. In goal is Paige McPhee. She played the second half last night, so today she'll play the first half. And then on the other side is Eleanor Feltham from the Surge. Number 70 for Grey. As puck gets at center ice, referee blows the whistle, and we're underway. As Team Red gets the opening possession, it's going to be played to the middle and nearly picked off. As on the left side for Grey, it's going to be sent in deep by Maya McCormick, the Nova Scotian, played for the Surge last year. As Red gets possession, looking to clear. Center on the wall, looking to find Almond on the boards. Sarah Almond also played for the Lindsay Surge last year. As Neve Robertson will look to pick up the wall. DD pass picked up there by Danny Ray McInnes, but it's going to be kept in. Grey has possession as weaving her way through there and shooting. It was Jaylee McKinnon, played for Ridley College last year, number 16 in Grey. As Grey played to the line, but out of the zone, is unable to handle that one. That's it on the forecheck. There's Allison McLean, number 40 in red. She'll try and dump it deep there. Picked up by the Grey defender. She'll start the rush out the right side. Pass over to Hartnell. Rachel Hartnell will send it in deep and go after her own dump in. As Emily Thomas in there as well on the forecheck. Hartnell gets the puck. As looking to send it up to the point there. One-timer towards the goal there as Abby Dingwell let a shot go. The PEI native, one of the three representatives here at Team Atlantic Camp. As pass to the point there is blocked by Ellie Eisner. She got her shin pads on that, number 43 in red. She gets the rebound, or was searching for the rebound rather, but ended up in the Grey zone as that's going to be put up ahead by Dingwell. Dingwell finds Hartnell, 3-on-2 developing for Grey. Hartnell pass in front towards the center ice and they score. Tic-tac-toe finished off there on the left side. As I'll wait to see the player turn their jersey so I can see. Hartnell started the play off and passed it over to Emily Thomas, and that was fished off by Aislinn Kearney, number 11. Oh, sorry, Avery McPhee, number 11. Avery McPhee played for the Eastern Stars last year in the Maritime U18 Female League. It's 1-1 now. Team Grey gets the first goal. It was Hartnell with the assist there on Avery McPhee's goal. As here comes Megan Mossy. Had a very impressive game last night. One of the top defense in the Atlantic region for U18 female. Is there to pick up the puck is Kirsten McKinnon looking to go through the middle there, but it's going to be picked off. And on the forecheck is Brooke Taylor. She'll look to get it free. Played back behind the net by Rylan Gabriel. Pitched up the wall. So here comes Team Red. Leading the rush is Sanford. That's going to be played towards the opposite end for Ouellette, but picked off by Team Grey defense Emily Somerville. As that puck will be played through the X at center ice, and there to pick it up is Sharp. She'll go up the boards, looking to find Sanford, who's up in the rush. As here comes Team Red now with the puck is McNeil. McNeil will take it towards the middle and fire one, but it's going to be blocked by the stick of Addison White. As White collects the puck now on the right boards, goes towards the middle. White will throw it towards the opposite boards. That's going to be picked up there by Marissa Dawson for Team Red. As watch out, they're changing, so the pass will be intercepted. As in on the forecheck is Grace White. Played behind the net there up the boards by Julia Sharp as it takes a funny hop. Forced to retrieve the puck, comes free for Grey, but it's going to be intercepted on the point pass attempt. And Grey gets possession right back. Here's a chance for White as she'll shoot one up high. That's a save from the Red goaltender McPhee. Addison White sure got that shot off quickly. As here comes number 5. That's Charlie McDougall with the puck off to Addison White. Played towards the boards there for Hallie Rose McLean. McLean led the Maritime U18 League in points last year. I believe she had 57 points. She played for the Selects up in Pictou County. As here comes Lauren Ward for Team Red. She'll send it in deep, chasing her own rebound. As Gray has possession, looking to get that out of the zone, but a couple of red bodies were there to keep it in the line, and that's exactly what they do. As here's McDougall, DDD pass over to Poirier. Poirier will go off the wall, looking to clear, but kept in, as that was Lauren Ward keeping the play alive. Puck played behind the goal. Here is McDougall, turned over. Chance here for Red, as here's LeVay Robertson, played up top for Jade Vickers, sent down low, goes wide, no look pass between the legs there, goes on net, rebound. That's going to be a stop from Feltham, as great pressure here from Team Red as it's going to be played towards the middle, back up top, but poked just out of the zone as Gray able to clear off the stick of Ashlyn Kearney, as playing that up the boards as Vickers. It's going to be played back to the great zone, as Red will go for a change here. Sent in deep, around the wall. It's going to be picked up by Lexi McIntyre. Behind the net now, Gray gets possession in the O-zone, played up top. Here's Dingwell, DDD pass. Shooting, that one is going to be a stop there, as letting that one rip as Brooklyn Jefford. And a rebound goes wide as well, as puck is in the corner. Played up top of the point. Here's Dingwell, will walk the line and shoot one, blocked unintentionally by her teammate, Jaylee McKinnon. As puck comes to Brooklyn Jefford at the point, she'll send it in deep. Spinning behind the goal is Hartnell, looking to create some offense here. Here's Rachel Hartner, back up top. McDougall, back to Hartnell on the half wall, towards the middle, looking for a tip in front, but just missing her teammate's stick, as that's going to be cleared by Red. Back to retrieve it is Brooklyn Jefford. The Newfoundlander will play it up the boards, right to Hartnell. Hartnell will dump it in at the end of her shift. Shoulder checking is Rylan Gabriel as he goes for the puck in the corner. It's going to be swatted to the head by Kirsten McKinnon, New Brunswick native, played for RNS last season, turns it over, and shot towards the goal is saved by McPhee, as rebound be cleared away by Red. Still a tie game here as we're 5.5 minutes deep into this first period. As here's Gray with the puck. Emily Thomas plays up ahead there for Urquhart. Urquhart got knocked off the puck. In the corner is Emily Thomas. Towards the middle there as a one-timer is stopped by McPhee. As puck kept in at the line by Rhea Culligan. Plays it down low for Brooke Taylor, as whiffing on that one-timer was Emily Thomas. Puck is on the wall, looking clear as Red. Look at the puck. As here's Ellie Eisner. Eisner will hold on to it, circle back in her own end, and then pitch up the wall. That's going to be an icing call, and our first whistle in a while, as we'll stop play with 13:49 to go. Good pace to this one. Tie game. Little reminder of the rules here if you're not familiar with them. So I mentioned the first one. The team that wins the daily off-ice competition gets a 1-0 lead to start the game. If a team scores a shorthanded goal, they automatically get their player out of the box. It's called a jailbreak. I believe that's a rule that you're either trying to implement in the WHL, or the PWHL, or it's already in there. It's on the left side. Here comes Red. Here's Danny Ray McInnes looking to cycle it in deep there. It's going to be picked off, but right back into the stick of Danny Ray. It's going to be played back into the zone. It's going to be right on goal, and that will be covered up by Eleanor Feltham, the Nova Scotian goaltender, played for the Surge last season in the Maritime U18 Female League. The Lindsay Surge played their inaugural year. It's a tough word for me today. Inaugural year last season. I believe they went to the league finals against the Greenfield Capitals. And, of course, the Greenfield Capitals won the championship. As Red gets possession, Sanford will go up the wall, looking to find Ouellette, but it's going to be picked off. And here comes Addison White with some space. White will get shot to the puck there on the back check. It was, I believe, Summer McLean. As puck played behind the goal. Here's Julia Sharp looking to clear. As played towards the middle, dangerously across the ice, and that will exit the zone as Megan Mossy back to retrieve it. Here comes the PEI native Mossy, played towards the opposite wall for Hallie Rose McLean. Here's Mossy pinching in behind the net. Mossy plays it up top for McDougall. Shot through traffic, goes wide, looking for a tip in front as White goes for the rebound. It's going to be played up the wall. Looking to clear was McNeil, but can't make it past the defense. That'll be played back to the gray zone. And lots of time here for Mossy to make a play, but she has number 52, Lauren Ward, on her. As Mossy will play the back, looking to find McDougall. Here is Grace White, or Haley Rose McLean rather, as puck comes free for Grace White, number 14. Backhanded in deep into the red zone. Back to retrieve is Julia Sharp. Sharp played for Stansted College last year. Pretty impressive, pretty high-profile school. As a foot race for the puck. And on the forecheck is Allison McLean. Gets there first. McLean on the wall, looking to push the puck up ahead, but nudged off the puck by Audrey Poirier. That's going to be played up ahead for Gray. Looking to break it out here as there's about 12 minutes to go. Here's Ashlyn Kearney, sends it in deep. Right on net there as they take a funny hop off the boards, but there to play it was Julia Sharp as she gets nudged out the puck there. It's in on the forecheck was McCormick. Going to backhand that one into the goal, but stopped by the goaltender McPhee as it's going to be on the wall now. Battle for the puck as that will get played back into the wall, then finally comes free. It's going to escape the zone. Back to retrieve it is Brooklyn Jefford. The King's Edge Show products will hold on to the puck and play it at the wall, looking to find Audrey Poirier, but that knocked over her stick. It's going to be sent in deep there, and that will be turned over at the center ice line as Red gets possession. As here is Sarah Almond will skid the puck up the ice on the left side, nudged off the puck there by Hartnell. Hartnell will lead the rush here, 2-on-2. Almond in on the back check. Able to get the puck back is Neve Robertson, but Riley Gabriel will take over up through the middle there, looking to break it out, but it's going to be kept in at the line by Dingwell. Hartnell finds Dingwell in the neutral zone. Played towards the left side for Avery McPhee, the goal scorer. As the only official goal in this game so far. Well, I guess they're all official, but the only one that actual crossed the line is looking to clear there was Robertson. To be sent in deep. There to pick it up is Julia Sharp. She'll go D to D. As with the puck is Rylan Gabriel looking to clear. As she finds Sharp. Sharp through the middle. As here comes Marissa Dawson. Ellie Eisner with it now towards the goal. That's going to be fought off by the goaltender. Played towards the corner. In behind the net now, Julia Sharp has it, centering pass, but the net is off. So that, even if that did cross the line, that would not have counted. And it's still 1-1 here in the first period. Definitely a more competitive start than yesterday. I believe it would have been 4 or 5-0 at this point. So 1-1 it is now. Red certainly off to a better start in this one. As in for the draw is Driscoll. Puck dropped. One back to the point. Is sent back in deep by Vickers, but hits a body on the way through. Puck bouncing near the blue line. Looking for the puck is Somerville, but we knocked off her stick as Red gets possession right back. Here is Vickers. Fakes the shot, holds on to it. Or goes down low instead. Looking for Kirsten McKinnon, that goes past her. Puck on the boards, pinching in there to keep it alive is Gabriel. Puck goes past her, but there to pick it up was Vickers. Sent up ahead. Here's Driscoll battling for the loose puck. As Hartnell looking to dig it out, but it's going to be kept in by Team Red. Played towards McDougall's corner. McDougall will get pushed into the boards there as we're approaching the 11-minute mark here this first period. Here's Mossy. Megan Mossy will take the puck behind her own net. Mossy up ahead for Hartnell, who'll dump it in deep as a wholesale change here for Gray. Red has lots of time to break the puck out. This is going to be played up the opposite boards for Ellie Mullins. Mullins are going to get into the zone there, gets taken into the wall as Gray gets possession. Down the right side, here comes Poirier. Tishes it off for Brooke Taylor. Taylor has it up top for Urquhart. Urquhart will fire one towards the goal. Tipped in front there and almost bat out of midair. But that was just redirected wide as pass across for Kendall Dwaron. Dwaron had a fantastic game last night in my opinion. As here's Urquhart. Plays it up for Taylor. Brooke Taylor had the puck nudged off her stick and it's a foot race for the puck now. Is in on the forecheck. Was McNeil, but she couldn't win that battle as that will be played the other way. Nice move in the neutral ice from Poirier, but she's going to be offside as on the other side was Dorian, number 17. Couldn't delay enough as that'll be a whistle. 8:10 to go. First period, still 1-1. As puck is dropped here. Sorry, I was turning my phone off. My group chat's blasting me right now. I had to turn my ringer off. It was blowing up in my pocket. As here comes Team Red. Here's Lauren Ward towards the corner. Sends in behind the goal. Looking forward is Allison McLean. Pinching in was Lily Spurl. Puck played across there, and that almost snuck in as that hit the side of the net. And able to keep that one out was Feltham, the Surge goaltender, Eleanor Feltham, with the save. Didn't look like a harmful shot, but it's always those weird angled ones that sometimes sneak in. As they drop the puck here, Gray gets possession in their own zone. Dingwell looking to clear. It's going to be kept in by Claire Sanford, who throws it towards the net. And that will be a save once again by Feltham. As these past few days here, it's been about a week or so that I've been here. There's always been coaches sitting to my right and left, but it's like a wholesale coaches on the bench for both sides for this one. I guess they all want to hear the sights and sounds on the bench to find out who these players really are. His shot there goes wide of the net. As there's 7:24 to go. Played back to the point. Red has possession. Through the middle. Finds McLean. Here's Summer McLean. Will be forced to spin back there. The Lynx product. Finds Neve Robertson. Played back to the point there for Sharp. Up the left wall for Eisner. Eisner will send it in deep. But there to pick up the puck was Dingwell. It's be turned over. Head over across. Here is Julia Sharp. The Stanstead product will send it in deep. Dingwell up the wall. Gray has possession. The puck is bouncing in neutral ice. Watch out as Addison White was in on the forecheck. She gets to the puck and will nudge it in the corner, but able to collect that one is Julia Sharp. Sharp through the middle there will miss everybody, and that will be an icing call. About 6.5 to go here. Still a tie game at once. I'm not sure if you follow our social media pages or not, but High Button Sports across all platforms. We posted a video on our Instagram last night of Team Gray showing off their post-game celebration. That definitely caused a bit of a buzz online. So we'll see what happens today if Team Red can get the victory and show off their victory dance. As here is Lexi McIntyre. Be forced to play it towards the goal, as in on the forecheck was Jaylee McKinnon, as she was able to force the puck on goal, as well as a face-off inside the red zone. 6:09 to go. Play to the point, shot on as we stopped by McPhee, as that was number 8, Rhea Culligan with the point shot there. Puck comes back to her at the blue line, then cleared out. It's a foot race for the puck, as Somerville will play it up the boards. It's going to be poked free as Gray looking to clear, sent towards the opposite end. Here goes McCormick now. Maya McCormick down the left side looking for an option. McCormick will hold on to it behind the goal. Maya McCormick will throw it behind the net, as they'll pick it up as Gabriel. As Gray gets possession right back. Played to the point there. One-touch pass from Wook Dougal over to Mossy. Mossy will walk down in deep there, but it's going to be picked off. As that was McNeil to get that interception, as here comes Red with the puck is Ellie Mullins on the right side. The Northern Star will get nudged into the wall there, gets the play alive as she finds McNeil. McNeil towards the left point. A shot on there, tipped in front, but wide of the goal. Is in to get the rebound is Mossy. She'll spin behind her own net. Very calming presence, Megan Mossy out there. As soon as the puck touches her stick in the defensive zone, it seems like all chaos is averted, I guess you can say, as here comes Aislinn Kearney. She'll send it in deep. Out to play it is McPhee, the Team Red goaltender, number 90. It's looking to break out. Here's Team Red. Here is Kirsten McKinnon off the opposite boards, looking for partner Sanford, but Sanford will play it up the wall. As it comes to the point, there's a one-timer was blocked. As here comes Claire Sanford leading the rush for Red. Sanford crosses the X to the center ice line towards the left side. Sanford will send it in deep there, as in looking to find her teammate Lauren Ward, but she was zagging when Sanford thought she was zigging, so the puck went to the opposite direction. It's put on the wall now. Comes free, a shot on through the screen. And that would be a save there. I believe that was Allison McLean who let that one rip. And Eleanor Feldtam once again there to make the save. 4:11 to go in the first period. Still 1-1. Only one goal across the goal line in this period, though, as Team Red had a 1-0 lead to start things off. As sent in deep by Sharp. Looking for the puck there is Ward. She gets pinned into the wall by McDougall. Puck play up to the point. So here's a chance to send it back in deep there, but Janie Ray McInnes. Sorry, that was Gabriel who had it. As puck comes free, here's Mossy. Mossy enters his own on the left side. Mossy makes a move on the wall. Mossy will pass towards the middle. It's going to be picked off as that's going to be turned over, then sent on nets, but easily stopped by McPhee. Face-off coming up as they put some pretty emotional music on right now, looking to put me to sleep here up in the chair. Puck is dropped. Played behind the goal. Here is Rylan Gabriel. Gabriel will spin back as she had Brooke Taylor read on her on the forecheck. Looking to clear. Does Gray doing a good job of keeping pucks in deep there, but it's going to be picked up. Here's Julia Sharp. With it now is Summer McLean through the middle. Looking for Neve Robinson. Played back towards the point. DD pass, one touch to the middle. Is a couple one-touch passes, but the last one's picked off. Chance here for Gray the other way. As here comes Dwaron, shot from distance, is fought off by McPhee. And to retrieve the puck is Urquhart, as she has Vickers right there on her. As puck in the corner. That will come 3, DD pass, shot is on, stop, rebound, stopped as well as they look for it in the crease. They still whack away at it, and once again McPhee makes a save as Gray with a few chances there. There's a chance here for Red to clear, and they will as Vickers will send it in deep and go for the change. Have to play it as Feldtam. As Gray gets possession in their own zone, through the middle. Looking for it there was Tuaron. She'll send it in deep and go for a change herself. Back to retrieve it is Lexi McIntyre as we're approaching the last 2 minutes of play. Pass up ahead for McKinnon. McKinnon towards the goal, gets nudged into the wall. In for the loose puck is Driscoll. Ella Driscoll up the wall, holding onto it up top. Driscoll dangling her way through. Here comes Ella Driscoll with the puck. She'll fire one up high. It's going to be stopped by Feldtam. Another shot just goes off the glove and wide of the net. Pinching in is Lexi McIntyre. Played behind the net. Here is McIntyre, the Northern select. Will play it up the wall, walking and shooting there. Now be deflected high and up and out of play as we're inside the last 2 minutes now. So a goal would result in a +2 money puck, I guess you can call it. If a team scores with less than a minute left. Okay, I'm going to read this as it says in the sheet that they gave me. If a team scores with less than a minute left in period 1 or 2, they also get PP to start next period. So I guess I read that wrong the first time. If you score in the last minute, not the last 2 minutes, you get the power play to start the next period. As becomes Team Red, chipped off the wall, sent down the ice, looking for Marissa Dawson, but icing waved off by the line's person. As scramble for it in the corner. It's going to come free for Dingwell. Dingwell will play it up the wall, looking for White. White has the puck on the boards. Through the middle for Hallie Rose McLean. She'll get a step here. Here comes Hallie Rose McLean, but it gets taken down. Referee deemed that it was fair play, or fair game, I guess, as the arm stays down as we're inside the last minute of play here. So a goal will result in a power play for the goal-scoring team now if they score in the last minute. As puck played to the point. A shot, looking for the tip in front there, and just missing that one was Marissa Dawson as puck was played up the wall. Here's Allison McLean back in deep. As there's 35 seconds to go now. Looking to dig that one home. As played over across, here's Mossy. Mossy up the boards. Last second chance here for Addison White. She'll dump it in deep as there's 22 seconds on the clock now. Here is Julia Sharp. The Stansted product will throw it up the wall. It's going to be picked up by Somerville. Somerville, D2D pass over to Mossy. 12 seconds now through the middle, chipped in deep there, and on the forecheck is Jaylee McKinnon. She has the puck now. Pass in front, looking for McCormick, but that's going to hit a stick. And Julia Sharp will finish things off here, and that's going to do it. So tie game after the first 20 minutes. We'll head to the intermission as a Zamboni will head to the ice. Teams will head to the benches and the locker rooms. You're tuned into High Button Sports live from Antigonish, Nova Scotia here at the Team Atlantic Summer Camp Showcase. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so after the flood of the Zamboni. We'll see you then. Welcome back here for the second period of game number 2 of a 4-game mini-series showcase here at the Team Atlantic Summer Camp, Charles V. Keating Center at the St. FX campus here in Antigonish, Nova Scotia, Canada. These girls are competing on a team that will represent the Atlantic provinces at the Hockey Canada Nationals, which should be held in November in Newfoundland. They will cut the roster out of 20 skaters, so 12D 6 defense, 12 forwards, 6 defense, and 2 goalies. As we'll drop the puck here, we're underway for the second period. So they'll send 20. They have it at 40. Also, they have it at 42 right now, maybe 40 skaters here at camp, so I'll have to cut it in half, I guess. As puck played through the middle off the stick of McCormick. Puck comes free. Here is Jaylee McKinnon towards the net. To be stopped by the stick of the defender, Rylan Gabriel. As Red gets possession, here is Vickers up the wall, kept in at the line by Poirier. As here is Kearney, send it back along the wall. That's going to be picked up by Vickers. She'll put the moves on at the wall, picked up again by Kearney. Kearney will pass it back for Poirier. Poirier towards the goal off the pad. Rebound and we stopped as well. A couple saves there from McPhee to start the period off. As here is Kearney up top for Jefford. Played over across for Poirier. Towards the net. It's going to be stopped once again by McPhee. As rebound will be cleared away by Vickers. She'll play it towards the boards. As here's Summer McLean helping under defense. Played up the boards. There's Neve Robertson. With it now through the middle. Robertson will take it towards the right side. On the backhand towards the goal, fought off by Serge teammates Eleanor Feltham. Played in the corner. We're going to clear it out here. It's Team Gray. Red has possession now from the zone. Here is Ella Driscoll towards the opposite corner looking for Chanel Ouellette. Just misses her stick as Gray gets possession back. Played up through the middle, but they'll miss everybody, and that will be an icing call according to the linesperson. person. And they'll drop the puck all the way back in the Gray defensive zone. As I mentioned, the second of 4 meetings in this mini-series. They'll play another one tomorrow at 7 p.m. once again after a day full of activities, and then wrap things up Sunday morning at 10:15, I believe, is the start time. And that will be the wrap of our coverage here as we've been here. High Button Sports have been here in Antigonish at the campus for about 12 or 13 days now, or maybe 10. I forget the exact number as Pack has played across. Looking for Lexi McIntyre. As a penalty coming up here, that'll be our first power play. Is getting tripped up was Team Gray number 16, Jaylee McKinnon. And that will draw a power play. So Team Red penalized. And of course, if the rules here, the 4 players that were on the ice when their teammate is penalized will be forced to stay out there regardless if it's 3 forwards and 1D or 2D, 2 forwards. That's one of the rules they put in here to make things spicy in camp. Puck is dropped as Hartnell has the puck on the power play. Plays it up top. Here is McCulligan. Pass across, picked up by Emily Thomas. She'll fire one low, looking for the tip, and that'll be covered up. His rebound came out for a moment, but then was recovered by McPhee, who covers up for the stoppage of play as Red can make some changes now. I think they had three forwards out there, but I could be wrong. As puck is dropped, played D-to-D pass on the left wall towards the net. Spinning with the puck is Avery McPhee. McPhee has the only goal so far in this game. Is there to pick up the puck after it escaped the zone is Dingwell. Abby Dingwell will pass it back for Emily Thomas. Thomas skates through the X at center ice. Pushes it off towards the wall for Hartnell. Towards the opposite wall. That's going to be kept in at the line, but then poked free as the foot race for the puck, but able to get there first is Hartnell. With the puck is Rachel Hartnell. She'll go across the ice. On the left side with it is Avery McPhee, but picked up by Sanford, and she'll take the puck and clear it down the ice. Here is Somerville. Somerville will stretch it up through the middle there. It's going to be picked off by Lily Spurl. It's sent back in deep there. So there's 45 seconds to go in the power play. Gray has possession. Behind the net, pass over to Mossy. Megan Mossy will skate to the middle of the ice down the right side. Mossy has a step. Mossy will fire one on and be stopped by McPhee. Watch out there, teammate Ella Driscoll came sliding in. Face-off coming up here. Still 33 seconds of power play time. And that's going to be won back by Red. As puck is in the corner now on the half wall. Gray gets possession up top for Somerville. She'll walk the line. Somerville back towards the half wall. Creeping in is Dwaron. It's a shot go. Once again, McPhee makes the save. So another whistle here. Red will make some changes. 19 seconds to go on the power play. Is in the box is Lexi McIntyre. So there was 3 forwards out there. That's cool. Let's hear Somerville. Over across for Mossy. Mossy will walk the line. Nice display of footwork there from number 7 in Gray. Here comes Mossy. Dishes it off for Dwaron. Dwaron back down low for Mossy. Mossy across the ice for Somerville. Somerville will fire one on as we stop. Rebound loose there. They whack away. That's going to do it for the penalty. Back to 5-on-5 as McPhee able to help her team kill that one off. Here's Somerville in the corner. As she gets turned over there as Lauren Ward will pitch it up ahead in a 2-on-1 developing if they hurry. Looks like it won't be though. Here comes McLean. Allison McLean will fire one up high, well wide of the net. Looking for the rebound there is Allman. Allman will back one in deep there, gets nudged into the boards afterwards. As here comes Dwaron. Dwaron's all alone, will fire one low, and that's another save from McPhee on the partial breakaway. Urquhart gets the rebound for Gray. She'll play it back, but easily picked up by Gabriel. Gabriel up the wall. Poked ahead. Here comes McKinnon. Kirsten McKinnon looking to get loose there. As Lauren Ward in the forecheck. Picked up by McDougall. Picked off. Here's Allman. Allman towards the goal. Chance here for McLean. She scores. Summer McLean goes forehand backhand into the back of the net. And it's 2-1 for Red. What a set of hands in front. From the Cape Breton Lynx forward. Nifty move to give Red the lead once again. So 2-1 here for Team Red, their first official lead here in the showcase. This will come Sanford off the draw. Red has all the momentum right now. Sanford will pass across. Chance here for Robertson. So that's going to be a stop. As this time Feltham there to make the save. As we're exactly 5 minutes deep into this second period. In for the face-off for Team Red in the offensive zone as the goal scorer, Summer McLean. Looks like Feltham has to adjust some equipment, but now she's okay. Puck dropped. Well, the point shot there is whipped on by Spurl, but she gets the rebound. Spurl has the puck in the corner, met there by 2 Gray defenders. McLean on the forecheck. The puck comes free. With it now is Poirier behind her own goal. Audrey Poirier will go D-to-D pass. Here is McDougall up the wall. Gray has possession now as they're looking to clear. Play towards the opposite boards for Addison White. White has some space here. Shot low. Rebound. Played in front but stopped by McPhee. That's the goaltender, Paige McPhee. As Addison White let a shot go low, looking for that puck off the pad. POP as they call it for shorts. Was able to get a rebound to be generated, but Paige McPhee, despite giving up the rebound, was able to recover in time to make the second save as well, and she able to smother the puck up as Gray has an offensive zone face-off here. Puck is dropped. Won by Red in their own zone. As puck comes free, watch out, pinching in, shot! That'll be redirecting to the corner. Great use of the stick there from McPhee as pinching in out the turnover was McDougall at a one-timer go. But McPhee there with the save. As they're looking to dick the puck out of the wall. You can see there's a battle right to the right side of the screen. Puck will come free as able to chip that one out. A chance here on the forecheck is for Driscoll. Driscoll will poke it into the zone, but fighting for the puck with McDougall. McDougall gets the better of that exchange. There comes Gray, pass through the middle, picked up by Audrey Poirier, pinching in. The defense person will play it towards the corner. Here's Poirier, looking to cycle that puck there. Took a funny hop, comes free, pass in front will be swatted away off the stick of Sharp. As puck is bouncing near the wall. Hallie Rose McLean looking to dig it free. As Gray has possession now. Chance here of some space for McLean. Shot towards the goal, they score. Hallie Rose McLean gets that one to go. Low shot through traffic. And this game is tied once again. The Maritime Female U18 Hockey League leading scorer gets the goal to notch things up here. With 13:28 to go in the period. A brand new hockey game as it's 2-2. Off the face-off, sent in deep for Red by Lauren Ward. Ward battling with Jefford for the puck. Swatted towards the opposite corner for Flora Gale McNeil. This is going to be picked up by Gray. Here's Jefford. She'll spin behind the net. Jefford looking to start the breakout here. It's going to miss her target. It's going to be kept in at the line by Vickers. Puck will come free up top. Looking to send that one back in. It was Mullins. Mullins has the puck, dishes it off. Shot on off the post. That will stay out there. And reaching back to keep it out was Beltam with the glove. Close call for Team Red. As here is Mullins towards the goal. Comes up to the point. Shot there from McNeil goes wide. As that will be misplayed to the blue line. Chance here for Gray, but able to get back in time was Jade Vickers as she'll get struck to the puck there by McCormick, who was all over her on the forecheck. As it's a battle for the puck at the center ice line. I mentioned this yesterday when there's little lapses in the action. You can hear the collective gasp and nervousness of all the parents watching on here as they want nothing best for their daughter. We usually hear a pretty loud rink when their kids are playing, but in this circumstance, they're all pretty tense as they watch their girls compete to play at the highest possible level. As here is Marissa Dawson sent in deep there. Gray has possession. Looking to clear, chipped out the wall as Red is changing, so watch out for too many players on the ice, but they escaped that one. Here's McLean looking to streak her way through as that will be played towards the wall. With it is Allison McLean behind the net in the offensive zone. Plays up top for the points. Here's Lexi McIntyre. She'll walk the line, fakes the shot, then fires one low, and that will help the post and in. What a shot. Lexi McIntyre dances on the blue line, lets the shot go through the traffic, post and in, and Team Red is back on top, 3-2. Nice display of footwork there from McIntyre, the Northern Selects defense. A great post and in shot. And it is a 1-goal lead for Team Red as we'll switch the goalies up here. So Paige McPhee, number 90, will be replaced by Katie Hurley from Newfoundland, played for the Connecticut Polar Bears, and Eleanor Feltan gets a great ovation from Team Gray, and she'll be replaced by Annika Betts from Harrison Trumbull High School. So I'm not sure why they waited, as it's going to be one back by Red. They have a 1-goal lead here about halfway through this game, as looking at that one in deep was Almond, but gets nudged off the puck. Here comes Gray. Entering the zone is Emily Thomas. Thomas on the forecheck has Gabriel right all over her. Puck behind the goal. Comes free for Lexi McIntyre. She puts the moves on behind the goal, showing off her wheels in this one as she draws the penalty, and both arms go up from the referees, and looks like McIntyre will send her team to the power play as Megan Mossy from PEI, or sorry, that's Rachel Hartnell, number 19, not 7, head to the box. So it looks like they have 2 D and 2 forwards out there. So in this circumstance, it worked out well as a forward took the penalty. As big chance here for Red to take their first 2-goal lead of the mini-series. This puck is dropped. Went back to the point. Here's Lexi McIntyre still out there after scoring the most recent goal in this one. Plays it down low for Allison McLean. She'll spin in the corner. McLean, the Kings Edgehill product, will look to play it towards the the point there, but that will escape the zone. Back to retrieve it is Rylan Gabriel. Gabriel has the puck. Will skate it behind their own net, looking to set up here on the power play. It looks like they have a set power play breakout. As here comes Lauren Ward. Ward on the left side. Ward played for the Eastern Rockets, the Maritime U18 Female League last season. Pass towards the middle, looking for McLean. Allison McLean will try and throw it on goal and misses wide as Gray looking to get possession. That's going to be a pass there from McDougall. Looked like she was going to clear that down the ice, but she played it behind the net instead, and that was a perfect play as she's able to give Mossy enough time to clear it down. Here's McIntyre. Lexi McIntyre up the wall, one-touch pass across the ice. Here's Summer McLean. McLean will dance her way into the zone. McLean in the middle. Passes down to the right side. Creeping in towards the other way is Danny Ray McKinnis. She has the puck. Looking to get that on net, but picked off by Mossy and sent down the ice right on goal as we're exactly halfway through this game as the 10-minute mark in the second period comes and goes. As here is Claire Sanford looking to break things out here. 40 seconds to go in the man advantage. Played towards the left side for Neve Robertson. Robertson will play it back for Sanford. Sanford will backhand it up the wall, create some space for herself. Played towards the middle. Here's Robertson. Backhand shot towards the goal. Looking to redirect that one in, and then it's going to be a stop as Summer McLean on the back door with the rebound chance, but Annika Betts, number 60 for Gray, makes the save. As there's still 24 seconds of power play time. Puck is dropped. Played to the point. Here's Gabriel. DD pass for Sanford. Sanford stumbled for a bit there, but gets it back. Sanford plays it across, looking for the streaking Ellie Eisner. Played back to the point. As Danny Ray McKinnis has it over to Sanford. Sanford will walk the line. Nice curl and drag move. Sanford over to Danny Ray. That's going to be a shot and a save from Betts. Has played in front there, looking for the one-timer. Was Robertson. As we're back to 5-on-5. Penalized player back to the bench as played in the corner now, looking to jam that one home was Team Red. As here's Hallie Rose McLean, goes the opposite board, it's going to clear. Looking to find Addison White, and they will. Chance here for White with a step. Addison White down the right side will fire one on the first save for Katie Hurley. She gets the whistle. Definitely not a great performance from Hurley last night to her standards. As the scouts told me that she was one of the number one goalies heading into the camp, and definitely had a shaky start, but she looks to bounce back today. It's not about how you start, it's all about how you finish, in my opinion, as a goalie. There's going to be ups and downs, but it's all about how you recover. Shot on from the 2-on-1 chance from Team Red, but it's going to be stopped by Annika Betts. I believe that was Chanel Ouellette down the right side, number 41. As Driscoll in for the face-off here. Puck is dropped, one ahead by Driscoll. She picks it up behind the goal. Here's Ella Driscoll, the Greenfoot Capital forward, has a championship ring on her finger here at camp. Just plays it back for Spurl. It's a shotgun rebound, loose in front there. Is able to cover that one up was Annika Betts for the whistle. Keeps things at 3-2. As there's 8 1/4 left here in the second period. Puck is dropped. DD pass over across for Gabriel. That's going to play towards the middle there and swatted just wide off the stick of Marissa Dawson. Played up towards the point, walking the line as Vickers towards, and that rebound came loose, and a big save as Betts gets across to rob Marissa Dawson in front of the cage at point blank. It keeps things 3-2. As puck at the blue line for Allison White, but it's going to be turned over. Spinning with the puck is McNeil. She'll poke it ahead. Here comes Grace White for Gray, circling back in her own zone. Played the wheel there, looking for White. White has the puck. Addison White dishes it off for Hallie Rose McLean. McLean will nudge it towards the boards there. Gets hit into the boards. That's going to be sent back in deep by Ward. Behind the net now. Gabriel looking to clear up the boards there. That's going to be picked off in the clearing attempt. but right back on the stick of the Team Red as here comes McNeil, but McNeil finds a streaking Gabriel. Gabriel, 1-on-3, will just dump it in. Betts has the puck, up the wall. Here's Kearney, up the boards there, tangled up. There's Lexi McIntyre. Here comes Red now, the opposite end. Here's Ward. Ward will spin in the corner there, plays it up top, looking to poke that free. McCormick as that'll be played back by Lexi McIntyre. McIntyre trying to dump it in deep there, gets the puck right back. McIntyre through the middle, will play it across. Shot from distance from McLean is fought off by Betts. Up the boards, gonna clear McCormick, but Surge teammate Allman there to hold the line. As scrum for the puck there, it's in the feet, comes free off the wall. As Gray has possession. Here is Kearney. Aislinn Kearney will send it in deep. Looking for that puck there is Danny Ray McInnes. As hit there in the corner. Big collision. Both players are all right though. As this can be sent back in deep by McDougall. She'll go for a change. So will the rest of her team as the wholesale. Pass across. Here's Ward up the wall. Ward up through the middle there. It's going to be poked in deep by Sarah Allman. She'll go for a change. There to pick up the puck is McDougall. Here's Charlie McDougall. Through the middle of the ice, crosses the X. Down the left side now. We'll chip it in deep towards the goal. Played behind the net. Looking forward is Rylan Gabriel. Gray gets possession back. Here's McDougall. Looking to pass that. Was going to be fanned on. Chance either way for Red. As here comes Driscoll towards the net. Stop. Rebound was there for Almond, or Robertson rather, but just out of her reach. As chance the other way now for Gray. Here comes Poirier. Poirier will drop it off for Hartnell. Hartnell on the wall. Doesn't get turned over. So here comes Neve Robertson. Robertson down through the middle, enters the zone. Will poke it towards the corner. Robertson going after her own dump in there. She's met by Thomas. Played up the wall, looking to hold that one in was Ouellette. Ouellette will spin and fire it back into the zone. Betts out to play it. 4:40 to go here in the second period. Gray has possession behind the net. DDD pass picked up by Poirier. Poirier for Hartnell. Her clearing attempt is picked off, but ends up back in the stick as here comes Driscoll. Ella Driscoll through the middle. Driscoll will go in the backhand, and that'll be a stop from Betts. Driscoll able to weave her way through the middle, split the defense, but couldn't beat the goaltender. As here, chance for Sharp to clear. Is fanned on. Back to retrieve it is Vickers. Jade Vickers behind the net, spinning to avoid the forecheck of Hartnell. Makes the play up the wall. Pass across from McKinnon. As hit there by Urquhart into the boards was a Team Red player. That was number 41, Ouellette. Puck comes free for Ouellette. Pass up top. As here's a chance there. Rebound loose. Cleared away by Gray. As they will poke it up the wall. Chance here for the breakaway. In comes Dworon. Dworon skates his stick on the backhand. And a save by Katie Hurley. Dworon showing off the Jets there. Able to poke it ahead to get free for a partial break, but Katie Hurley read that move to the backhand and made the save. It's a great song this team on the stereo. There's been no music all week, and all of a sudden they start playing tunes, which I can always appreciate. That's played to the point. Sent back in deep there. Here's Urquhart. Sophie Urquhart sent in deep, but picked up by Lexi McIntyre. McIntyre had a beautiful goal to give her team a one-goal lead just a few moments ago as McIntyre will lift the stick. Sends it ahead, pass across, just off the stick of Dawson. As Dawson will back in one in deep as McIntyre pinching in. Looking to keep the play alive, but she has a four there to cover on the point. As in the forecheck is Mullins. Looking to get that free is Marissa Dawson, playing behind the goal as Greg has possession. Played up for Brooke Taylor. Taylor looking to clear. That'll be poked out of the zone. Back to retrieve it is McNeil. Beauty pass. It's a stick, and that'll be sent into his opposite play there is Mullins. Looking to get loose. Almost did. Puck played to the middle. Over across. Here's Mullins trying to make her way through into the zone, but picked off. As Urquhart will look to poke that free, and she will. Here's Addison White on the forecheck, but turned over. Here's Ward up the wall there, looking to spring Allison McLean out the bank play, but couldn't get the right angle. Here's Somerville looking to clear, looking for Addison White, but it's going to be picked off. Played back in deep as there's 2:05 to go. Here's Allison McLean, back in deep for Ward. McLean up the wall, picked off. Here comes Hallie Rose McLean as Gray looking to clear. Circling back is Rhea Culligan for Team Gray. DDD pass, nearly picked off by Warden on the forecheck. Here's White looking to clear. Kept in by Red. A shot towards the goal goes wide. Here's Allison McLean. She has the puck. Looking up top for Sanford. Sanford will take over, chips it free for Allman. Allman looking to get the puck loose out of the feet of the Gray defender. As picked up by Hallie Rose McLean. She'll go across for Addison White. Addison White has the puck on the right side, looking to get off the forecheck there. She gets into the boards. Puck will come free. Played behind the net. There is Summer McLean with 1:20 to go here in the second period. McLean down the right side looking to find Ellie Eisner. Just out of her reach, picked up by McDougall. McDougall will go up the wall, but Summer McLean in the forecheck keeps things going for Team Red in the offensive zone. As there's 1 minute to go here in the period. Battle for the puck on the wall comes free. Here's McLean. Will shooing on off the pad of Betts. Rebound played up top for Rylan Gabriel. Gabriel has the puck. Sent in deep. 55 seconds to go. Here's Mossy. Megan Mossy will spin out the forecheck. Makes the play up for White. Mossy making things look easy out there on the breakout. Is played through the middle. Here comes Hallie Rose McLean. McLean looking to poke her way through the two defenders, but couldn't make her way as Julia Sharp able to disrupt that chance. As that's played up ahead for Summer McLean. She'll get it in deep there and go for a change as there's 30 seconds to go. Here's Mossy. Megan Mossy will lead the rush herself through the middle. Mossy will poke it towards the right side. Picked up. Megan Mossy down the right side looking for a lane here. Mossy will take it behind the net. Mossy stills the puck. Plays up top now. Up for Jefford. It's going to be sent in deep by McDougall. As Mossy will go for a change. As played up top. Here is Poirier with less than 5 seconds to go behind the net, and that's going to do it for the period. So 3-2 game. Team Red has the lead heading to the third. Both teams will head back to their dressing rooms. Zamboni will head to the ice. As we'll take another break here, our last break of the evening. You're tuned into High Button Sports Live from the Charles V. Keating Center, St. FX campus, Antigonish, Nova Scotia, here at the Team Atlantic Showcase mini-series. We'll be right back in about 12 minutes or so. We'll talk in just a moment. Welcome back. Third period. Team Atlantic Summer Camp Showcase. 3-2 for Team Red, showing a lot better of a display after yesterday's 9-1 loss. As they're looking to show off their celebration by the end of this one. This can be sent in deep by Brooklyn Jefford. So Team Red had the 1-0 lead before regulation started. Of course, they won the off-ice event that was played earlier today. So they started the game with the lead. This puck played behind the net for Kearney. Kearney has the puck for Gray. Up top, Jefford looking for the one-timer. The shot is stopped. Rebound is stopped as well as McCormick was parked in Sidney Crosby's office there near the back door. That's a great feed from Jefford. Had a great view of it from this angle up top here as that's going to be poked to the neutral ice. Back to retrieve it is Poirier. Poirier will circle behind her own net. She takes a shove from Kirsten McKinnon as Gray gets possession in their own zone, but on the forecheck is Mullins looking to get the puck out as comes free in neutral ice for Flora Gale McNeil. The Lynx forward will circle back in the neutral zone and play it towards the right side. McNeil will poke it towards the goal there, fought off by Betts. Annika Betts and Katie Hurley playing the second half of this game. Paige McPhee and Eleanor Feltham played the first half as here comes Hartnell on the right side. Hartnell out there with McPhee. Hartnell behind the goal. It's going to be picked off. Played up ahead there by Kendall Dwaron. As here comes Red now, sent in deep. As that was Lexi McIntyre on the forecheck. The defenseman sure likes to be up in the rush. That's Lexi McIntyre. She scored a goal here earlier on. It was a beauty from the blue line. As Lexi's going to escape the zone as that hopped over Sanford's stick. As watch out, and on the forecheck is Hartnell. She'll lift the stick as Sanford gets to the puck first. Hartnell will play it towards the corner. Picked up by Lauren Ward. Ward up the wall. As they'll be poked through the middle by McIntyre, but picked off by Mossy. Megan Mossy will fire one on goal. That's going to be stopped. Rebounds there for Mossy. Mossy has it behind the goal in the corner. Plays it back, looking for Urquhart. Sophie Urquhart gets nudged off the puck by Mullins. This puck comes free for Red. Here's Allman. Allman through the middle off a stick of a pinching Brooke Taylor, but right there to pick it up is Sanford. As here comes McLean. McLean will fire one off the pad of Betts. The New Brunswick goaltender makes the save. As here's Allison McLean, number 40 for Red. Played up the wall. Walking the line is Spurl. She'll fire one towards the goal. Tipped in front off of Mossy. Rebounds loose, and they score. Hit the shin pad of Megan Mossy in front. She was looking to block that, but it ended up right on the stick of Allison McLean, who was parked in front, and she made no mistake into the wide open cage, and Team Red has a 2-goal lead. 4-2 is the score. 17:23 to go here in the third. Allison McLean gets Red up by 2 as here is Sanford off the face-off win for Red. Poked up by Megan Mossy. As here is Sanford behind the goal, up the wall. Finds their teammates can be nearly picked off, but right back on the stick of Red. As here's Sanford with it now. Sanford will enter the zone. Still has it now in the corner. Sanford played up the wall, but it's going to be turned over as Brooke Taylor gets the puck. Here's Taylor up through the middle looking for Urquhart, but there to intercept that was Ellie Eisner. She'll send it towards the gray zone. Back to retrieve it is Mossy. She'll spin out the forecheck. Played up the wall, turned over. As I wonder if the teams practice the one-touch passes today in practice. You see a lot of it here today. That's going to be played towards the opposite boards. It's going to be picked up by Kaylee McDougall. McDougall, the pass is puck is stuck in the neutral zone. Poked free by McDougall. I don't know why I said McDougall last time. As Greg gets possession. Pass in front there! And that was fanned on. As Haley Rose McLean had the whole net to shoot at, but fanned on that shot off a beautiful pass in front by Addison White. This game will remain 4-2 for now as here comes Ave Robertson towards the goal. That's going to be sent in the corner. About 4 minutes have gone. Spinning back is Poirier behind her own goal. TDD pass over to Jefford, who will spin herself. Here's Jefford. Backhand up the wall. Looking to clear is Hallie Rose McLean. His puck is bouncing on the blue line, sent in deep by Neve Robertson. Out to play it is Betts. Betts up the wall. Looking for Hallie Rose McLean. as Gray gets possession. Will be up the skate of the lines person. I was looking to clear that one was Jefford. McKinnon looking for the loose puck. Comes free. That was Sharp. Will go D to D. One touch in the neutral ice for Sanford. Puck played up ahead. Chance to get loose there was McKinnon. Gray gets possession back, but quickly turned over. Through the middle looking for Driscoll. Driscoll will try and backhand one towards the goal. Here is Ouellette. Ouellette played up top there. Looking for Danny Ray McInnes. It's going to be played back towards the red zone. Partner pass out of Vickers up the wall. Something deep by Kirsten McKinnon. Back to retrieve it is Culligan. Culligan has Driscoll right on her. Puck in behind the goal. Played up towards the blue line. So exit. Poked free for a moment. Here's McCormick. Number 18 for Gray. Has it on the left side. McCormick will send it towards the boards. Picked up by Mullins. Mullins up the wall. This here is McNeil. McNeil will play it back and towards the corner. Looking to clear, and she will. Here's Florigale McNeil on the left side. Foot race for the puck. It's going to be jabbed away at, poked free, but turned over as Jaylee McKinnon gets the puck. Plays it over across from McCormick. Here's Maya McCormick. Will fire one off the knob of the stick of goaltender Hurley, and that will go to play. 14-17 to go. Still 4-2 for Red. They only scored 1 goal last night. They have 4 here, not even halfway through this third period. Puck is dropped. One back by Red. Here is Danny Ray McInnes at the boards, looking to clear. This will be passed up ahead by Lauren Ward, picked off. Neutral ice there for Mossy. Here comes Allman now for Red. Allman 2-on-1 with McLean off of her stick. Allison McLean looking at the one-timer to go. As puck on the wall, comes free for Gray in their own zone. They're going to chip it out. As puck comes free, but kept in by Sanford at the line. Sent in towards the corner. Here is Somerville. Gets met there by a few forecheckers. As here's Ward. Ward's towards the goal. Puck is loose in front. They jab away at it. Comes free now. It's down the right side. Here comes Hartnell. Hartnell couldn't get by the defense of Danny Ray McInnes, sent back towards the Gray zone as they were changing, so kind of caught them off guard. Here's Somerville behind the net. Somerville has Danny Ray McInnes pinching in on the forecheck. Played up ahead for Urquhart, finds Hartnell. Hartnell with the puck now, 3-on-1 developing. Pass to the middle, chance in the backhand, stopped by Hurley. As Gray looking to get back within a reach here, as that was Dworon. A shot right into the glove of Betts. He makes the save, and that will freeze play. So we're about 7 minutes deep to this third period. One face-off, one. Played towards the corner. That's going to be picked up behind the net by Poirier. Through the middle, poked free. Puck comes free for Gray now. Dworon dishes it off. Shot goes low as that was Brooke Taylor letting that one rip, but save there from Hurley. Puck to the point. Fanned on by McDougall. Sent back in deep. Behind the net. Here is Dworon. Kendall Dworon up ahead. Ends up at the point. Here's Poirier. Poirier down low. Here's Brooke Taylor. Pokes it ahead, looking for Dworon. Dworon has it behind the net. Dworon will fire one at the awkward angle, hits the side of the net. Dworon will go for a change. Here's Audrey Poirier. As Dworon stays on the ice. Poirier, D-to-D pass from McDougall. She'll walk in and fire one up high, blocked off the stick of number 36. That's Julia Sharp, I believe. Or sorry, that was Rylan Gabriel. As here comes Julia Sharp. She has the puck, number 36 for Red. The Stansted product. We'll send that in deep. Have to play that one. This goaltender Betts. As here is McDougall with the puck. Up the wall. This Team Gray has possession. Here's Addison White, the youngster. Was to be picked off. And here's Ouellette on the right side. Ouellette nudge into the boards there. Puck will come free. As Kirsten McKinnon. Here is Driscoll. Will fire one up high, and that just goes past the top corner and over the net. Good chance there for Driscoll. Puck behind the cage, looking to play it up top there. Hits a stick on the way up. As Gabriel came pinching in to keep the play alive. That will just exit the zone. Gabriel picks up the puck again. She'll enter the zone on the left side. Gabriel will fire one on, and that will go off the glove and wide of the net as Betts makes a save. As hit there, puck comes free. There is Vickers up the left side, pitched in by McKinnon. Driscoll on the forecheck. Driscoll battling with Dingwell. 1-on-2 down low is in to join that. To help her teammate out was Marissa Dawson. Puck comes free. Here's Dingwell. Turned over. Here's Dawson towards the cage. Comes free up top for McIntyre. Her shot gets deflected with a stick, and that will go out of play and stop things with 10:33 to go. Face off coming up. So we're about halfway through this third period. Still 4-2 for Team Red. Puck dropped. One back to the pointers and Lexi McIntyre. She'll spin on the blue line. Great set of mitts and poise on the blue line from McIntyre. As someone who coaches defense in the High Button U15 Major League, it's something you look for is poise, especially on that blue line. As here's McCormick. It's nudged off the puck there by McIntyre. Comes free. Chance here for Jaylee McKinnon. Pass in front there. Just misses the stick of Addison White. Looking for the tapping goal. As here's McCormick in the back check. She retrieves the puck. Maya McCormick will go off the boards. Will retrieve her own puck there, then sends it in deep. That's a play. It is Hurley. Hurley is going to be turned over. Here's McCormick. McCormick up ahead. Here is Somerville back in deep. This will go for a change. Here's Jaylee McKinnon now. McKinnon up the wall for Culligan. Culligan will fire one on, looking for the tip. Puck comes free off the block. Chance here for Gray as Hartnell came off the bench but poked off of her stick. As once again another turnover, then another one. As here's McNeil up for Mullins. Mullins will fire one towards the goal as Betts will play it for her team partner there. That's Culligan. Culligan through the middle, picked up by Ward. As that's going to be turned over once again. Here's McPhee as Red gets possession. DDD pass for Sanford. Claire Sanford will fire one in deep there. Betts will look to play it but couldn't get the stick on it. Here's Allison McLean in the corner. Picked off by Emily Thomas for Gray. Thomas will spin. Puck is free. Poked up ahead for Hartnell. Hartnell through the middle. Here's McPhee. McPhee is going to be turned over. Robertson up ahead for McLean. So that's going to be sent into the red zone now by Emily Thomas. Back to retrieve it is Claire Sanford. She'll do a shoulder check and scan the ice. Looks for an option. She'll look to find Ward, but pinching in there. Team Gray forechecker. That was Brooke Taylor. Sent in towards the gray zone. 8.5 to go. Here's McDougall. McDougall up to the middle, looking for Thomas. She'll get a piece of that and go for a change. On the net now is Sharp. Sharp up the wall. Pass across the ice, picked up as here comes Red in transition. That's going to be poked away as Megan Mossy got a stick on it. A chance the other way for Dworon. Dworon will put the brakes on the half wall. Dworon towards the corner. Has Vickers right on her. Up top for Mossy. Mossy has some space, so for the down low for Dworon. Return pass. One-timer just goes wide. Nice little give and go, I guess you can call that one. Sent towards deep. Here's Gray at the blue line. McDougall looking to find Mossy. Puck is bouncing, but good poise there for Mossy to keep things in the zone as Mossy holds the line once again. And then a third time. This time it will just exit. That puck will be played up ahead for Mossy. Mossy pass across there. Working the one-timer. Was Dworon, just couldn't get that one to go as here comes Red the other way. Here's Summer McLean on the right side. McLean towards the middle. McLean will hold on to it and fire one, just missing the top shelf. His rebound came loose there as facing the opposite direction was Betts, but able to keep that one out. She was facing the glass there. If you get a screenshot of her positioning, you probably would laugh, but unorthodox sometimes is the right docs. I don't know if that makes any sense. I kind of just made that up on the fly. As Driscoll in for the face-off against Grace White. It's going to be one up to the point by Red. As here's Driscoll at the blue line. Driscoll will walk in. Driscoll puts the brakes on the wall. Driscoll gets head into the wall there. His puck will come free. As here comes Addison White with a little bit of step. White is in all alone. White towards a forehand and just goes wide as White had the goalie beat, but cannot put it into the empty cage. As another chance here for Gray. Here's Hallie Rose McLean towards the goal. And that'll be stopped. As Hurley gets the pad on it, there'll be no rebound. Beautiful chance there for the 15-year-old Addison White to cut the lead in half for Gray, but made the right move, had the shot, but just missed it. So this game will remain 4-2. And for the draw is Grace White. Puck is dropped. As off the face-off, once again, Addison White hits the shot off. And once again, Hurley with the glove makes the save as we redo that draw. Once again, White in there against Mullins. One back is White again off the face-off. This time it's blocked. As Danny Ray McInnes got in front of that one. McInnes will play it back for Sanford. Sanford has the puck. 6.5 to go here in the third. Team Red up by a pair. Sanford will poke it up the wall. Picked off by Jefford as here comes Hallie Rose McLean. McLean will look a slap shot go blocked once again by Danny Ray McInnes as here comes Mullins. Gets the one-touch return pass as the Team Red bench loved that one. As here's Mullins. Drops it off. Shot tipped in front there. Rebound cleared away. As that was Marissa Dawson letting that one rip off the pass from Mullins. His puck is sent back in deep by Danny Ray McInnes. Going to pick it up as Jefford. 6 minutes to go here in the third. Pass across to the middle, picked up by McLean. Here's Hallie Rose McLean. Looking to back one in deep there, but Allison McLean there to get the puck from her. As here's Culligan. DDD pass over to Dingwell. Dingwell up ahead. As chipped ahead. It's going to be sent in deep around the wall. As Sharp will get possession, played up the boards. Looking to poke that one free as Ward, and she will. Foot race for the puck as Allison McLean gets tangled up with Jaylee McKinnon. Puck comes free from McKinnon. Played up ahead. As towards the left side from McCormick. McCormick will throw it towards the goal, looking for the tip in front from Kearney, but just missing that one. As here comes Lauren Ward leading the rush down the left side for Red. Ward will throw it towards the middle there off the skate of Jaylee McKinnon. As Ward pokes it free, but Gray gets possession. Here's Kearney over to McCormick. McCormick looking to poke it ahead, but it's going to be picked off. Here comes Sarah McLean. McLean couldn't get by Dingwell. Here's McCormick. Looking to cross through the X through the middle of the ice. Backhands one in deep. 5 minutes to go exactly here in this third period as Sharp will go D to D. Over for Spurl. Just missed that one, but they had to pick it up. His teammate Dawson. Or Robertson rather. Here's Hartnell. Hartnell in the corner. Will poke it up ahead. Here's Mossy. Mossy fumbled the puck there. Chance here for Red off the turnover. As here comes Eisner. Ellie Eisner. Over across for Neve Robertson. Robertson puts the brakes on in the corner. Looking to play up the wall, but picked off by teammate Hartnell. As Hartnell pokes it ahead. And the foot waits for the puck. Looking for it is McPhee. McPhee can't get by Gabriel. Got there first, but McPhee pokes it free. Nudge into the boards there. His puck is bouncing in the feet of Thomas. Puck comes up top for Mossy. Mossy thought about shooting, but will walk the line. Instead, Mossy's low shot tipped just wide by Hartnell. Puck comes free. Here's Somerville. Sent in deep. Here's Hartnell now. 4 minutes to go now here in the third. Hartnell. It's going to be turned over. Here comes Summer McLean through the middle. McLean will cross the red line and send it in deep, but picked out by Mossy. Mossy has the puck, backhand pass over to Urquhart. Urquhart picks it up with one hand. Urquhart towards the left side. Sophie Urquhart towards the goal. It's going to be picked off by Ella Driscoll. Driscoll will lead the rush here for Red. Driscoll up the wall. Finds Kirsten McKinnon. Puck in the feet there. Poirier off the dump in. Comes free. Chance here. Has shot towards the goal. Fought out by Betts. Is letting that one rip with Zulette. There's 3.5 to go here in the third. Red up by 2. Here is Danny Ray McInnes. Shot towards the goal. Just goes wide. There for the rebound is Driscoll. Driscoll will spin. Throw it towards the boards there, but picked off by Gray. Pass towards the middle for Urquhart. It's going to be fumbled there towards the blue line. Watch out, but Poirier will play it back out of danger. Poirier has the puck. Audrey Poirier from the New Brunswick East Rockets. I believe they're based out of Moncton. Off the bench. And that's going to be picked off by Hallie Rose McLean. Played back. Here's McDougall. McDougall played towards the middle as Red gets possession, but only for a moment. It's going to be picked off. Here's Dwaron. Dwaron will fire one up high off the glove of Hurley, and that will go out of play with 2:50 to go in the third period. Red up by a goal, but that doesn't mean it's the end of the game because, of course, if you pull your goalie and score with the extra attacker, you will be rewarded 2 goals rather than 1. So let's see what Team Gray does here. It's one of the many rules they have in place here at camp. So empty net goals count for 2 if you score if you score with the extra attacker, not if you're down by a player. You know what I mean? As puck played towards the goal, it's going to be picked off by Red. As will keep the goalie in for now. Here comes Marissa Dawson, sent in deep. Back to play it is Jefford. Jefford will up the wall. Pinching in to keep that alive was Gabriel. Behind the net. 2:20 to go now. Gray has possession in the defensive zone, looking to get in the offensive zone. DD pass over for Jefford. Jefford looking to spring Addison White there, but it's out of her reach as she was tangled up, and that will be an icing call. With 2:08 to go here in the third, 2-goal game. But as I just mentioned, the empty net goal counts as 2 in this one, so this game is far from over. All they need is 1 empty netter, and this game would be tied up. And let's say the game is tied after regulation. That would mean a 5-player shootout, which would definitely be pretty interesting. As puck played towards the boards, here's Vickers. Sent it across the end there. Looking to pick it up is Sarah Almond. As Team Red running out of time here, or Gray rather, running out of time. Here's Dingwell. Dingwell has the puck, plays it back. Up ahead now for Hallie Rose McLean. She'll look to play it off the boards, but was tangled up by Julia Sharp. Puck is free in neutral ice. Sent in deep by Ward. Warren Ward will throw it right on goal, and that'll be covered up by Betts. There'll be no playing of the puck, so that will result in a whistle. .138 to go. Third period. Puck dropped. Team Gray needs to get the puck out soon and pull the goalie to get the 2-goal bonus. Looking to clear. Here comes Gray as they signal the goalie to the bench. So 6-on-5 as McCormick's forced to retreat. Here's Culligan through the middle, played over across. It was Gray to be turned over, sent the other way. That will hit a player on the bench, and that will be a whistle. So face-off will be inside, according to the referee, as he yelled that loud enough for everybody to hear. So big moment in this game, as I mentioned. The empty net goal with the extra attacker. So in this case, Gray. If they score, they get 2 goals instead of 1, which would tie things up. As puck is dropped. 1 towards the corner. As it's a scrum for the puck in the corner right in front of the Boston Pizza logo. Puck comes free. Behind the net, played up top. Here's Culligan. Culligan will hold on to it, back towards the wall. A shot on and through a screen. Just missing the target was Emily Thomas. As here's Somerville. Down low for McCormick. 45 seconds to go. McCormick across the blue line there. Just kept in by Culligan. Culligan on the backhand in the corner. Puts the brakes on up top for Somerville. Somerville will walk the line back to Culligan. Culligan will shoot one through the screen there. Hits a body and goes in. So we have a tie game. Not sure what that hit in front of the goal, but the +2 money puck goes into effect, and it is 4-4. So just the kind of moments that the coach was looking for when he made this rules. So look, as you can see on the screen here, 4-4 with 32 seconds to go. A +2 money puck for Team Gray. As we have a tie game here with less than a minute to go. Some great drama here as puck is dropped. Played back towards the red zone. Here's Lexi McIntyre up the wall. Comes free. Here's Kirsten McKinnon. Man at the line as McIntyre picks it up again. 20 seconds to go now in regulation. Here's McIntyre through the middle towards the goal. Knocked away. As puck is bouncing in the corner. 12 seconds now. Picked up by Mossy. DD pass up the wall. Here's Hartnell. 8 seconds now. So Hartnell has the puck. Driscoll right on her. Played through the middle. Looking to spring a breakaway. That's going to be the end of regulation. So we'll head to a 5-player shootout now as it's tied after 3 periods. So a pretty exciting finish in store. We'll stay on the air here. So let's see who the 5 players on each side will be. So as you can hear the coach yell out, 5-person shootout, as he's excited to see his plan come to fruition. Thank you, of course, for tuning into this one on highbuttonsports.ca. Happy to showcase some of the best players in Atlantic Canada, an under 18 female. You might see a couple of these players in the PWHL one day, as we'll see who shoots first. Of course, the winning team gets to do their team celebration, and they get to eat first at Meal Hall. And, of course, Team Grey won that yesterday, so Team Red looking to show off their dance moves with a win. But they'll have to wait to see the results of this one, as we're not sure who's going to start things off here, as there's no one on the ice. As they'll send out Megan Mossy to start things off here in the shootout. So a 5-player shootout to break the tie here in Antigonish, as Mossy crosses the X down the left side towards the middle now. Mossy with a few fakes. Mossy will fire one right into the glove. That's going to be a save from Hurley. So no bueno from Mossy there. As looks like Team Red has their shooter, and that will be Ellie Eisner. Eisner across the X through the middle, down the left side, back towards the middle. Eisner will go on the backhand. That will stay out as Betts makes the save. So no goals after the first round of the shootout. Still even here in Antigonish. Team Grey sends out Kendall Dwaron, number 17 for Grey. Dwaron will take it down the right side, pitches it ahead. Dwaron towards the middle, slows down. Dwaron will fire one to the blocker's side and in. As Grey strikes first in the shootout, Kendall Dwaron, blocker's side, and Team Red needs to tie things up here, so they send out Summer McLean. Has a goal in this game already. The Cape Breton Lynx forward will take the puck across the X, down the left side. Here's McLean towards the middle. Forehand shot just goes wide. So 1-0 for Team Grey after 2 rounds. This is a 5-round shootout, of course. As next up for Team Grey, that looks to be number 13. That's Emily Thomas for New Brunswick. Thomas on the backhand up high, goes wide. So no goal there. So looking to tie things up here is Red. And they will send out Lexi McIntyre. I believe that is her. Or sorry, that is number 45, Flora Gale McNeil. Here comes McNeil down the left side. McNeil, forehand shot, scored. McDavid-esque move there. McNeil ties the shootout as she came up with speed on Betts and then put the brakes on right in front and completely fooled the goaltender, as it is 1-1 after 3 rounds, and round 4 starts now. As here comes Sophie Urquhart. Urquhart down the left side through the middle. Urquhart will shoot one 5-hole, and that will stay out. So Team Red with a chance to take the lead here, and hopping over the boards, Marissa Dawson. Team Red can take the lead here with the goal. Here comes Dawson from New Brunswick. Dawson towards the forehand, stopped by Betts. So tied here in the shootout, going to the 5th and final round, as here comes Addison White. White plays an underager for the Maritime champion Greenfoot Capitals. Let's see what she can do here in the shootout. White has the puck, the right-handed shot in the middle. White will fake one and make a beautiful move and score. Showing great poise, the youngster there on the breakaway, as it is now a 1-goal lead in the shootout, and Team Red needs a tying goal here. And looks like Claire Sanford will hop over the boards. So Sanford scores. We'll play on. If not, Team Gray gets the victory. Here comes Sanford. Fakes the slap shot down the left side. Sanford towards the forehand. Backhand. That's going to be stopped. And that's going to do it here. Not sure if they know it or not, but that's the end of the shootout. Or no, it looks like they're going to keep going. No, okay, that's the win. So Team Gray comes back and wins in the shootout. They get the empty net goal to tie things up. And they win 3-2 in the shootout. So, of course, we'll stay on the air here to see the post-game celebration. They get to eat first at Meal Hall. Come from behind victory from Gray as players line up at center ice to shake hands. Great show of sportswomanship. As we'll wait to see the post-game celly. I'm not sure if they got a new one here or if they're going to do it the same one as last time. As they give the lines people and referees a fist bump before they exit the ice. As Team Lead will run up in the blue line and Team Gray on the opposite. Let's see what they can come up with here. Hopefully they, looks like they go with the same celebration as last time. Oh, it looks like they're lining up in the middle. So let's listen in and see what happens. So Team Gray gets the victory, as you can see by their victory dance at center ice. That's going to do it for our coverage here, so thank you for tuning in. My name is Mason Dyke, and we will see you